PNR Network shows depend on our listeners. It's you that makes us who we are. Help us bring you all the best we can. Become a Patreon patron. Donations start at just $2 a month, and the more patrons we can get, the more we'll be able to offer. You can get great perks, plus exclusive blogs and podcasts available only for being a patron as well. It's absolutely fantastic. So please, become a Patreon patron today. We need you. Patreon.com/PNR Networks.
This podcast is a proud member of the Lamb Podcasting Network. Find the network at largeassmovieblogs.com.
We've got the lowdown on the new films opening across the U.S. in multiplexes and art houses for your viewing pleasure on Friday, May 18th, 2018. From Subject Cinema and eCinemaOne.com, this is 3 Minute Weekend. I'm TC Kirkham. It's one of those weird weekends, one huge blockbuster hitting theaters, two more major releases vying for different audiences from the blockbuster, and a handful of indies, a lot of which are documentaries that are sure to appeal to different demographic groups. It's going to be an interesting weekend for sure. 3 films are opening wide this weekend. Mature comedy Book Club, starring Diane Keaton, Jane Fonda, Candice Bergen, Mary Steenburgen, Andy Garcia, Craig T. Nelson, and Don Johnson. Rated PG-13. The Merc with a Mouth is back for more mirth and mayhem in the comic superhero adventure Deadpool 2, starring Ryan Reynolds, Josh Brolin, Marina Baccarin, Zazie Beetz, Brianna Hildebrand, TJ Miller, Terry Crews, and Leslie Uggams, as well as a host of surprise cameos. Rated R. And the family comedy Show Dogs, starring Natasha Lyonne, Will Arnett, and RuPaul, and the voices of Alan Cumming, Stanley Tucci, Shaquille O'Neal, Gabriel Iglesias, and Ludacris. Rated PG. Opening in limited release this weekend, action comedy Carter and June, starring Michael Raymond James and Samari Armstrong. Not rated. The documentary Cuba. Not rated. Critically acclaimed thriller First Reformed, starring Ethan Hawke, Amanda Seyfried, Cedric the Entertainer, Michael Gaston, and Victoria Hill. Rated R. Sci-fi thriller Grey Matter. Not rated. Punjabi sports drama Harjita. Not rated. Horror thriller The Hollow Child. Not rated. Horror film The Manor, starring Christina Robinson, Kevin Nash, and Rachel True. Rated R. Difficult to answer scientific questions are explored with humor in the new critically acclaimed documentary The Most Unknown from Peabody Award-winning documentarian Ian Chaney. Not rated. Critically adored UK period romantic drama On Chesil Beach, starring Saoirse Ronan, Emily Watson, Anne-Marie Duff, Billy Howell, and Samuel West. Rated R. Acclaimed director Wim Wenders takes a heartfelt look at the current leader of the Catholic Church in the documentary Pope Francis, A Man of His Word. Not rated. An award-winning documentary about the love of film and theaters from the early days, Saving Brenton. Not rated. The comedy Sharon 1, 2, 3, starring Gina Rodriguez, Aaron Hayes, Skylar Samuels, Nady Velasquez, and Matt Bush. Not rated. And critically praised documentary That Summer. Not rated. Keep in mind that most indies spread slowly across the country. Although these films are officially opening this weekend, there is no guarantee that they will reach your local cinema for several weeks, if at all. Be sure to check your local listings for more on each of these films and their availability in your area, along with their possible availability on your favorite on-demand service, both online and from your local cable or satellite service. For the lowdown on what's hitting home video on DVD, Blu-ray, on-demand, Netflix, and Amazon Prime each week, check out Tuesday Digidex, your complete guide to all the new home video releases, every Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, available on this same feed through most podcast services, including iTunes, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, Stitcher, YouTube, and many others, or directly from our website at eCinemaOne.com. Please remember to check out PNR Networks' premier weekly film podcast, Subject Cinema, with yours truly and my lovely co-host, Kim Brown. Now in its second decade, it's full of reviews, news, commentary, and we hope a whole bunch of laughs. You can check it out every Sunday evening at eCinemaOne.com and SubjectCinema.com, or subscribe through iTunes, iHeartRadio, Google Play, Stitcher, SoundCloud, TuneIn.com, YouTube, and many others. Just search your favorite podcast service for Subject Cinema. If you enjoy 3 Minute Weekend each weekend, please consider joining our Patreon campaign. Your generous recurring monthly support will help give us a chance to upgrade our equipment, bring you more news, features, and coverage, and make our current and upcoming shows and websites get bigger and better for you. You support a show you like, and we give you some cool perks in return. And you're not supporting just TMW, but all of the PNR Networks family. Monthly donations start at just $2, and we really appreciate your patronage and support. So become a Patreon supporter. Click on the giant orange Patreon button on any PNR Networks website, or go directly for all the scoop at patreon.com/PNR Networks. That's what's hitting theaters this weekend, courtesy of your new release newsleader, 3 Minute Weekend. Join me every Friday morning for all the latest theatrical releases in the U.S., and don't forget to subscribe so you're up to date on the latest releases as soon as the show goes up. You can subscribe through iTunes, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, Stitcher, YouTube, and other popular podcast sites, and also through Roku. Find out how to do that at the eCinemaOne website. For 3 Minute Weekend, I'm TC Kirkham, and as always, I'll see you at the movies this weekend.
In a world where podcasts already seem to address every imaginable subject, one man broke new ground with a seemingly random obsession about exploding helicopters in movies. He was a podcaster on the edge, a maverick broadcaster who played by his own rules. Now, he has a last chance to talk about the strange way helicopters explode in film. Exploding Helicopter, available on iTunes and Podomatic now. Think you know about chopper fireballs? Think again.
This podcast is a proud member of the Lamb Podcasting Network. Find the network at largeassmovieblogs.com.
Podcasting's choice. From coast to coast, continent to continent, right here 24/7.